What can I do for you?
Hi, I'm just continuing to follow up. I never got anything from the appointment secretary for to make an appointment with the sheriff.
Okay.
So could you please follow up? I'm still requesting that.
Okay.
In addition, I'm here to speak to you because I'd like to understand, there was an article recently about the due process ordinance and how the sheriff, his hands is tied by all that. So I'd like to set up a meeting with the sheriff in regard to the due process ordinance because supposedly, he wants inmates to have due process. I was arrested by the sheriff's department on 2/24 and 11/27/13. Both times I was denied due process to face a judge. So I'd like to ask him what due process means to him and his representation behind that, because I was not afforded those same due process rights when I was an inmate, and illegally arrested and everything. Also, in addition, I also want to, like I said, reschedule a meeting with the sheriff in regard to, the failed thing, the meeting that we had 11/27/12. Oh, and Mr. Winters, I want to inform you that, your representation about the expert, which you've repeatedly made to me about ADA and how the expert couldn't be wrong and et cetera, et cetera. Well, I'm seeing a doctor now and I'm videotaping. So apparently that expert could be wrong, just like I explained to you about the expert being wrong in the federal lawsuit for which I have a signed confession. So, I'm here to continue to follow up on justice for all, equality, due process, and continue to, videotape the farce and everything else, that the sheriff plays in all of this. I also want to inform you that I'm probably going to go to San Francisco General to speak to the people there, and I've already been told that I would be arrested and videotaping. Do I need to have you come out in civil standby for that, since I'd already been arrested for videotaping and the charges had been dropped because they were bogus and it was a bogus charge? 11/27/13. I'm still continuing to follow up on that. Will I be afforded that due process?
So, I will let the sheriff's executive assistant know that you're still looking to schedule a meeting with the sheriff regarding follow-up to the 11/27 meeting. You'd like to talk to him about due process and in the article that's in the paper. And no, I won't be able to go out to San Francisco General Hospital with you. There's the whole HIPAA thing out there at San Francisco General Hospital, so the videotaping will be might be a problem.
Well, Mr. Winters, I am so thrilled that you brought up HIPAA, because
Me too.
guess who happens to have the law
Love
like
talking about
okay, right here
you can show
in
that-
front. So you can show me, where your assertion, your allegation as a law enforcement officer is correct, unless of course, this is your spin, you're ill-informed, and you're abusing me, an ADA patient, by feeding me misdirection, misinformation. I've already explained to you. I've already read it. So would you tell me where I'm wrong?
I didn't say read. I would recommend you bring up your issue with videotaping at SF General with the DPH administration, because they are the ones who...
You mean the DPH that had a bogus restraining order that you wouldn't even walk me across the street in civil standby so that I could get my medical care? That DPH? Or was that also the DPH that in 2007 the city signed a confession admitting fault and guilt for having broken federal emergency law? That DPH?
Anything else?
I'm asking, you didn't answer.
Anything else?
No, but please be aware that I will continue to come in and, follow up. It's been years now, over 800 videos, and I will continue to show not only the harm, but the inhumanity, that exists here, because I, as a disabled individual who's been 100% correct, and your experts have been wrong, I would expect integrity from you, Mr. Winters, but I haven't gotten it so far from anybody, but I still expect it. So, are you sorry that the expert was wrong and I didn't receive the services I was required to receive 3 years ago because I'm receiving them now in videotaping?
Anything else, sir?
I guess that shows you the integrity. Okay. Thank you. This will be on YouTube. Have a nice day.
I'll be watching.
I'm sure you will.
Yep. Me and all my fans.
So, folks, instead of, even affording civility at this point, they're standing here to follow me out.
Actually, pretty good dress.
Well, could I be wrong for once? That's a pleasant surprise.